Welcome back to another episode of PTV. I'm Leighton Johnson.
And I'm James Krausar. Christmas time brings gift giving, holiday decor, and good food.
But one of the most special signs of the Christmas season is the music. Earlier this week, PHS hosted the Winter Vocal Concert. Here's how that went.
The PHS Choir and Amendment brought the Christmas spirit to Phillipsburg with their annual Christmas performance.
It's our yearly Christmas concert. The choir does a couple songs first, and then Amendment performs, and we dance in our pajamas.
The concert featured a variety of festive songs to showcase the joy of the holiday season.
Tonight we did a mix of songs that it was supposed to be around the theme of joy, just bringing joy to the Christmas season, kind of finding something for everyone. So we did a mix of some foreign stuff, some choral music, as well as just some popular and some traditional songs.
Amendment members put in a lot of effort to prepare for a special part of the evening, the Holiday Road Dance.
We practice every day during class, and we do a lot of dance work. Christina Futh came up with this dance, and a lot of it goes to Pink. She puts a lot of work into us.
The night drew to a close with the audience joining the choir in singing Silent Night. For PTV, this is Michael Vanderveen.
Some of those students also showcased their singing talent by being part of the annual community Christmas cantata.
Come Worship the King was the title of this year's performance, and it was directed by Annette Kennedy. Caden Scrody gives us a glimpse of that event. Take a look.
Can you hear the angels singing?
To spread the joy of Christmas, the community cantata performed Come Worship the King.
The cantata started probably between 25 and 30 years ago, and people from all across the county come together to sing, and we start the beginning of October, and it's really fun because we're all different skill levels, and we kind of become a family.
And what they thought he came to do didn't even come close to what Emmanuel, God with us, would truly mean.
The cantata has become a vital part of the Christmas season.
I think it's important. We celebrate Christmas. A lot of people say it's what makes them feel like Christmas has come. We're a little later this year. Sometimes we're at the beginning of December. And it also spreads the message of Jesus coming to earth to be our Savior. And that's a message that needs to be shared at this time as well.
Important for a couple of reasons. One is it really brings the community together, and it's really fun and joyful to see so many people from just different areas in the community, and they come together and we just have a really good time.
Those who participated enjoyed the experience for many different reasons.
I like a lot about it. Music, I like singing all the different songs and stuff, the different types of songs that we have. I like spending time with the different people and that we can all come together for a shared passion. I love singing with people that I don't typically sing with because, one, it kind of broadens the spectrum of like possibility, but also it's just really fun getting to know more people.
Being up on stage and watching the choir perform and having the audience react is really fun, and just the people that we get to meet.
For PTV, this is Hallie Derby.
Christmas time has always been something that speaks to me. I have a connection that other people don't feel or understand. I am addicted to being a Christmas decoration. Simply looking at the lights isn't enough for me. Watching the joy in the kids' faces as they look at the decorations is something spectacular. I wanted to be the reason they smiled. I began to break out of my house in broad daylight. My parents would ask me, "Gabby, where are you going?" I always answered truthfully, saying, "I'm going to look at decorations." The days they made me stay inside, I went crazy. I knew the only way I could could feel the rush of joy was by sneaking out.
What is that? That's different. All right, I'm gonna call the cops if you don't get out of here. All right, I'm calling the cops.
I didn't just stop at the Castle House. When they let me out of my cell for some fresh air, I went back to being a Christmas decoration and they had to pry me back inside.
You know what I think PTV is addicted to?
Bringing you the very best stories and happenings at PHS in this community.
Okay, that too. But I was thinking we're addicted to telling stories involving music because we have one more story involving PHS musicians, as you'll see in this next story.
Recently, the PHS Honor Band and Honor Choir went to Fort Hays to practice and perform many songs they have been working on.
Tonight's concert was the culmination of practicing to audition for and then be selected to the band, and then they came together, all the schools in our Northwest District, and came together for one common goal and to make music and to have a concert. It's always challenging to bring a group of students together that have never worked together before and then produce quality music, but the concert was fantastic. The choir sounded great and the band was awesome.
Honor Band can provide many opportunities for the students who participate.
I do Honor Band, well, mainly because my mom has me try out, but also I can get scholarships if I do well enough in Honor Band.
The Honor Choir showcased the dedication and practice they have put into their songs.
Every year we have people that go to live auditions in November, and the ones who are selected get to participate in an honor choir that is the best of the best from Northwest Kansas. We get together for a day of clinic, and then they have a concert performing the songs that they've been practicing.
Honor Choir is a great way to spend time with friends and meet new people.
I do honor choir because it's just a lot of fun. Like, I always learn a lot and I get a lot out of it, and it's just a great time to bond with friends too.
For PTV, this is William Mooney.
I'm a pancake. I'm a pancake. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm a pancake.
I know I can draw a better hat than you. I seen your hat you drew. I did. Just chill out. I gotta. What are you making? It's pretty bad. I can tell. So it don't burn. My hat looks better than yours. It's not that bad. No. That looks terrible. You don't even have a mouth. Shut up. Oh, I can't add it now. I'm already done with it. Well, that's your own fault. Yeah, you might want to flip it. No. I messed it up. It so bad. Oh, this is a lot harder than I thought. Yeah, this man. It's not so easy, man. I'm gonna destroy that hat. Perfect. Execution, perfect.
We just watched that lovely display of pancake Santa art.
And ironically, our next story involves both Santa and pancakes, as a hospital recently hosted their annual Breakfast with Santa event. Take a look.
Ho ho ho! Christmas cheer was in the air at the annual Breakfast with Santa, where many residents gathered to enjoy delicious food and fun events.
This is our 16th annual Breakfast with Santa. Each year we host pancakes and sausages. Santa comes and you take pictures. We also have a wreath auction, and the gift shop is open today. We are super excited about this activity every year. We get the community involvement. It really holds true to our values of making sure that we're putting our community first.
Of course, it wouldn't be Breakfast with Santa without Santa, so he was there to meet the children and get their wish lists.
I'm here today to meet the children and get them ready for Christmas and find out what their Christmas list is and to get a hug or two and to see their smiles on their happy faces as they meet Santa.
Event attendees were offered a tasty breakfast of pancakes and sausage.
This was a new experience for me. I volunteered to help cook pancakes with these two gentlemen in the background with me, and I really enjoyed getting to see all the different people in the background helping make this come together. So,
for PTV, this is Austin Leanna.
Oh, ho, ho. Let's see who's been a good high school student and who hasn't. We're going to check each and every one of people's cars, and that'll determine if they've been good or bad. Starting off, Kathy Eakin. We're starting off on a bad start. Let's get inside. First, when we look inside, floor seems a little dirty. Got some tissues, some trinkets, a Sonic cup, but what really makes me mad here is Santa Claus. The seatbelt is latched so it doesn't bang at her. I think she deserves a lump of coal. Kathy gets a piece of coal. One may ask, how does Santa know what I drive? Well, Santa knows all and sees all. Here, Colin Springer. Let's see if he's good or bad. Another bad start. First, when we look into Mr. Springer's pickup, just a little bit of dirt on the floor, but it looks like he has some good intentions of cleaning. He's got a good ice scraper, the seatbelt's where it should be. I think Mr. Springer has been a good boy.
Santa is a fun icon of the season, but the true purpose of Christmas is the celebration of the birth of Jesus.
Many students hold tightly to their religious faith and attend Wednesday night youth groups to help grow that faith.
On a recent Wednesday night, several youth groups joined together at a special event, as you'll see in this next segment.
Recently, Stern came to Phillipsburg to host a youth takeover. Before the night started, they prayed for the night to go well.
Yeah, well, we decided to come here tonight through the Todd Becker story, who, Todd was tragically killed as senior of high school in an alcohol-related car accident. But through that story, to tell that there's hope, that there's redemption through Christ. And so that's ultimately why we came here tonight, is because so many of us have fallen away. We've all sinned. We've all gone our own way. And the only way back to the Father is through Jesus, through what Jesus has done on the cross by dying and rising again. And so we came here to share that message that people can be forgiven through Christ.
To get people on their feet, Stamp began with worship to help people get into the mood and get their excitement out.
Definitely the worship. I really like music, and it was really fun.
Even though I was heartbroken and distraught by my grandpa's death,
students enjoyed getting to hear a touching and personal testimony from Anna.
My favorite part about tonight was probably hearing Anna's testimony about how even though she would go to church and read her Bible and all that, she didn't really fully commit to following Jesus yet, but her grandfather's services led her to surrendering herself and committing to a life with Jesus.
There were plenty of other reasons teens enjoyed the experience as well.
I enjoyed being here with friends and getting closer to God and being able to learn more about Him so that I can get closer to Him.
Watch out for your great enemy, the devil. He prowls around.
Stant hopes this event had a lasting impact on the teens.
Yeah, well, our hope and prayer is that as the truth goes out, that ultimately young people will be set free. The reality is that we've all been, we all ask this question, why am I here? And I believe the answer is that we've been created by God. And it's in that if people can understand who God's created them to be, that they can find freedom, that their lives can be truly have real purpose and meaning, but ultimately that they can realize that they have sinned against God, that they've fallen away, and that God has provided a way for them to be made new and to actually come back into a relationship with Him through Jesus. And so that's why we came here tonight, was tell people that they have gone astray, that they have sinned, but that through the cross, through what Jesus has done, they can have new life. And so we hope and pray that people have experienced the new life that the Spirit of God gives to those who believe in Christ.
Heavenly Father, we just thank you for tonight. And it's in your name we pray. Amen.
For PTV, this is Adam Mascarenas.
So you've heard of Truth or Dare, but have you heard of Guaranteed Rates or Pop-Tart? K-State's in the Pop-Tart Bowl and KU's in the Guaranteed Rates Bowl. And if someone chooses Pop-Tart, they gotta eat a Pop-Tart in under 20 seconds. And if someone chooses Guaranteed Rates, they gotta rate 3 people in a category. Are you a KU or K-State fan?
KU.
Okay, so since you're a KU fan, they're going to the Guaranteed Rates Bowl. You gotta rate 3 people in our school in a category. And we're gonna go with cars, all right? So here's the first car. This is Sammy's. This is Hannah's. She's fine. We got Katrina's car. And eyelashes and out of those 3 cars, what do you rate?
Which one's first? Like first or
Yeah,
fifth?
who's your first?
Hannah.
Hannah? Why Hannah?
Her car sounds good.
All right, now second.
Probably Catherine.
Catherine? You mean Trina? Katrina?
Or Katrina, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then third is Sammy. Why Sammy last?
Because her car has so many dents in it.
Thank you for playing. So are you a KU or K-State fan? K-State. Well, since you're a K-State fan and they're going to the Pop-Tart Bowl, you, sir, you got 30 seconds to finish the 1 Pop-Tart. Starting now. And you're 10 seconds in. Okay, you're close. 20 seconds. Okay. All right, 30 seconds. You didn't have it all the way swallowed, but you did a good effort. So you can have the other Pop-Tart too, and you can eat it as fast or as slow as you want. Thanks for playing, man. Okay, so are you a KU or K-State fan?
KU.
Okay, so since you're a KU fan, they're going to the Guaranteed Rates Bowl, so you have a category and you have 3 people to rate them in. Your category is on how well someone can do the grading. I'm going to show you 3 different videos and you got to rate it, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so here's the first one.
Okay.
Here's the second one.
Okay.
And then... So out of the 3 gradies, who do you put for number 1?
Probably Chaz.
Okay, who's your second?
Zane.
And who's your third?
Jacoby.
What was so good about Chaz's grading? Because he did it pretty good.
I don't know. He knew what he was doing.
Exactly. Thank you for playing.
Yep.
Those weren't the only ratings happening in the halls of PHS lately.
That's right. The essay door decorating contest was also judged recently. Brooklyn Farber has this report.
Last week, PHS decked the halls with decorated doors to encourage Christmas spirit in the school.
For our theme of our door, we did an advent calendar. The reason we did an advent calendar is so that the students can be interactive with like the riddles and QR codes, and like even some of our days have like come get candy from Miss Suchland and like see if people are actually participating.
For our door, we chose a mug with Mrs. Sides' face on it and all of her faces on the inside because we're getting cozy with her.
The theme behind our door is Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus. We chose this theme because it's pretty easy and it's Christmas time. Gotta stay festive.
The contest was divided into 3 categories: Best Christmas Themed, Most Original, Most Creative, and it was judged by the school secretaries.
All right, for Mrs. Sides, I'm going to put hers in the most, well, I'd say best Christmas themed. Got a little cup of hot cocoa and some jingle bells. So Miss Pinkerton, obviously, is quoting Elf. I'm going to stick hers in, probably the best Christmas themed, because I think that has become one of the best Christmas movies. So we've got Miss Suchland's Countdown to Christmas Break, and it's kind of an interactive poster. It looks like we've got some jokes on there, some barcodes to scan. Oh, that's pretty neat. Okay, so I'm going to put hers under overall creativity. Okay, so we've got Miss Billings here. Go Shawty, it's your birthday, because obviously we're celebrating baby Jesus.
Winning the Best Christmas Theme category was Mrs. Billings and Mrs. Suchland. Winning the Most Original category was Mrs. Pinkerton, and winning the Most Creative category was Mrs. Sides. For PTV, this is Brooklyn Farber.
It all started in my 4-H career. I started with cookies and the food baking project. Then I made a 4-layer cake, and the amount of icing sent me over the top. I am addicted to frosting everything. I'm afraid it's gonna rub off on my younger siblings. I think about it all the time. I find myself walking past the frosting aisle all the time. Each frosting has a different flavor and personality, my favorite being white. The taste is unspeakable. For Thanksgiving, instead of potatoes, I switched them out for frosting. My mom says if I pull that stunt again, I'll never compete at 4-H again. A life without frosting is a life not worth living. Every time someone writes on the board, I think of the color they're writing in frosting. Today, in Mrs. Pinkerton's, when she was writing on the board, she was writing in the most immaculate color green, and it just made me think of frosting. I couldn't help myself. I just had to get out the frosting. When she tried to stop me, I just needed to share my frosting.
Brooklyn, what are you doing?
Shh. Do you feel what I feel now?
Office, now.
As he kept yelling at me, I kept getting more stressed, and I had to whip out my emotional support frosting. He called my parents, but this wasn't the end.
I hope Brooklyn washes her hands after licking all the frosting.
Right? It just so happens that a couple of weeks ago was National Hand Washing Week, and to honor that, PHS members of HOSA went to the grade school to share the importance of hand washing with elementary students. Cadence Conrad tells us more.
To promote National Hand Washing Week, the HOSA Club went to the elementary school to teach students how to properly wash their hands.
The first full week in December is National Hand Washing Week, and so the HOSA Club thought it'd be a great idea to go down to the elementary school to some of the lower grades and just kind of read them a fun book about hand washing and teach them the proper way to wash their hands. And we did just kind of a little demo with glow germs to where if we put a black light on their hands, they could see spots where they didn't get washed quite as well.
The kids learned the most important lesson of the day, which was
To wash our hands. That you always gotta wash hands with soap.
Mrs. Sushland thinks the activity went well.
I think it went really well. The grade school teachers really enjoyed it. I think the kids really enjoyed it. It was fun for the kids to be able to see where they missed washing their hands, when their hands would glow, and the stuff that they touched all around them. Their shirts would glow, the ground would glow. So, I mean, it was fun for them to see like what happens, how germs get everywhere.
For PTV, this is Keynes Conrad.
I'm a pancake. I'm a pancake. Do I'm a pancake.
Yeah, I'm winning. You suck. That is true. Who said I was gonna lose? Me. Ignore that. I'm not ignoring that. Liar. Cameron, yours is looking a little sad there. Yeah, it is.
Can I have that?
Okay. We're gonna wait. Why are you waiting? I don't trust you. Star? Is that a star? Is that a star? I'm not done yet. Nope. Is that a star? I can't tell. Okay then.
Ooh, you're adding sense. Good job. There's some pencils. Tracy's gonna look a little awkward, but you?
Yeah, like me. I don't like this. He might be a little like. Oh! There's the chunk.
Looking at all those pancakes is kind of making me hungry.
It is about lunchtime. What's the cafeteria serving up today?
Looks like it's chicken patty, grain, broccoli, fruit choice, and milk.
Don't get me wrong, I love me some grain, but Subway sounds much better.
Apparently some students agree with you, as they bypass the cafeteria line and have meals delivered. Ashley Bellis explains more.
There are many different options to choose for school lunch, such as eating school lunch, ordering food, and bringing your own.
Personally, I don't eat school food just because I feel like in the past when I was younger, it didn't really fill me up. And I'm a picky eater, so I don't want to waste the food.
I bring a sack lunch because I'm not the biggest fan of most foods. I'm pretty picky, and I also try to limit my meat consumption, so I only eat fish.
While they're packing a lunch or ordering food, students consider the financial cost as well.
Our lunch table usually gets something once a week. I would say we probably spend $25 each time that we order something.
I would say I would probably spend less than most people that order food in or specifically make different sack lunches. I usually just use whatever we have around the house at the time.
But for many students, the best option is to just eat the cafeteria meal.
It's pretty cheap and it's easier than like having somebody bring me food or ordering food online. It can be better, but it's food, I'm not complaining.
For PTV, this is Ashley Bellis.
Are you a K-State or a KU fan?
KU.
Okay, so KU's going to the Guaranteed Rates Bowl, so I need you to rate 3 people based on a category, and your category is going to be drip. I got 3 teachers, and I need you to rate their drip, 1 through 3.
Okay.
So right here we got Mr. Burge.
Okay.
Here we got Mr. Coombs.
Okay.
And then here we got Mr. Weinman.
Okay.
From those videos, what's your rankings?
Weinman, number 2.
Coombs number 1, Birch number 3.
Birch 3, why Birch 3?
I mean, it's pretty casual. It doesn't look like it's that drippy.
I see. Thank you for playing. You're a K-State fan?
I'm at K-State.
Okay, you're pretty lucky. If you can eat this first Pop-Tart, we'll go with under 30 or 35 seconds. You can have the second one. And you can eat it as slow or as fast as you want, okay? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. $25. You got 10 seconds. Try it. 3, 2, 1. Sorry, you lost. I mean, you can keep that Pop-Tart though. Thank you for playing. Oh, this guy's perfect. So, Braxton, are you a KU or a K-State fan?
KU.
KU fan? That's perfect. So they're going to the Guaranteed Rates Bowl, you know that, right?
Yep.
So you gotta rate 3 people in a category, all right? Your category is gonna be hairstyles, all right? Here's your first one. Right. It's pretty nice. All right, here's your second candidate. Good 360. Now we don't have a third video, but it's me. Come on. This guy right here, between us 3. Who's your number 1?
Colton.
All right, right on. Who's number 2?
You.
Right on. Who's number 3?
Rad.
Why Rad 3rd, and why Colton 1?
Because it's rad.
Right on.
And Colton's got a nice mullet.
Got a nice mullet, all right, thank you.
Okay, after watching people snarf down a Pop-Tart, I'm no longer hungry.
What they needed to help wash down that Pop-Tart was some milk, which I happen to know a little bit about as I was part of the FFA team who competed at the dairy science competition last month.
How'd that competition go?
It went well, and many of our FFA members have continued to compete and do well recently. Here are some results.
The PHS FFA has been competing in several recent events.
FFA contests are important because they are called career development events. So every contest we go to is related to a specific career that a student could potentially have in their future. So for example, vet science, that is all about learning animal breeds and terminology, learning the math that a veterinarian does every day, and learning about the tools that a vet uses every day.
In the category of Farm and Agribusiness, Lane Johnson was Phillipsburg's top placer. He placed 26th out of 57. In the category of Vet Science Green Hand Division, Morgan Johnson placed 2nd, Aiden Shaw placed 4th, Jesse Detmer placed 5th, Kalinda Miley placed 6th, and Colton Ewing placed 9th. As a team, they placed 1st. In the category of Vet Science Senior Division, Cody Summit placed 3rd, and Maddie Runyon placed 4th. As a team in the senior division, Phillipsburg placed 2nd. In the category of leadership tests, Layden Johnson was Phillipsburg's top placer. He placed 12th out of 97. Maddie Johnson had a strong place with a 15th place finish. As a team, Phillipsburg placed 5th out of 15 teams. In the category of Parlaw, Kaylee Raxdale was Phillipsburg's top placer. She placed 20th. As a team, Phillipsburg placed 6th. In the category of Senior Ritual, the Phillipsburg officer team placed 3rd, and Lane Johnson was the Master President of the Northwest District.
The students have been competing really well. It's helpful that for the upperclassmen that they've been doing this for multiple years because they continue to get better every year. And then my freshmen really push themselves to be the best, and they like going to contests and bringing home plaques, and so they're very competitive, and that's a good thing.
For PTV, this is Dylan McGrath.
I'm a pancake. I'm a pancake. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm a pancake.
You don't even know what I'm doing. I'm automatically better than you. You know what I'm doing? I'm putting reefs as wheels. Already in the festive mood.
So cool, I guess. Whatever.
Awesome.
I'm gonna make an actual truck, you know? Like what we're supposed to do.
It's so awesome you can't even understand.
You're about done with it. Actually, I don't need that green. Never mind.
I put this way too far up.
Are you
looks
making
like sunglasses. Can I just make Santa's sleigh instead?
Now we need the trunk.
Trunk.
That's not what a tree's gonna. It's gonna live.
Where's the tree?
It's getting there. It's getting there.
So look like a Christmas.
Not that.
That is what. That is literally what a Christmas.
That is not what a Christmas tree
That
looks
looks like an elephant if it was a car. What? What? The trunk, you know?
Do you remember dimensions, Nathan? Huh? Are you gonna put any ornaments on your tree?
Yes. Making wreaths as wheels is kind of smart.
I know. I am very smart. Don't look at my grades. I have.
You know what? I'm copying your idea. But
I need that.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna make it better though.
Oh no. This is a very bad Christmas tree, so ignore that.
Yeah, mine's better than that. What is that's a glue? That's a glob. Glue glob. What?
It's like a Dr. Seuss book. It's a gleep glock bloop. What is that?
It's like the. I'll make a trailer. But the tree's not in the trailer. Why? I don't know. Most of the Christmas movies, it's in the front, right?
It's about the looks, and mine looks 10 times better than yours.
Look at that. It's beautiful.
You gotta give
it its own. It's a bit special, but it's beautiful in its own way.
Just like you.
Yeah.
What my mom said.
Let me flip my pancake, okay? This is gonna fall apart.
Here, I can help.
Okay. You come out this way. Ready? Go. Wait, which way are we going?
I don't know.
Just flip it this way. No, this way. Trying to sabotage me?
That's
No, that's his flames. That's his flames coming out the back of the truck.
That's not even a Christmas tree anymore. It's supposed to be ornament. He's screaming.
It's not my
The Ag students have not only been busy competing, but they've also been working hard in the shop as well.
Carson Meidel gives us an inside look on some projects being built as the semester winds down.
Some students learn better by doing things for themselves, which is why shop classes are implemented in high school.
So we have the shop classes in high school. So one, the kids who are going to move on and be welders in the future have that chance to do that. And then two, it's a way for kids to be creative that isn't just your traditional art and music. It's a way for kids to express themselves. It may not seem like it, but these kids are drawing projects, so they're doing math while doing that. They're also cutting all their pieces, and a lot of them are putting pretty cool designs into it. And so it's really an art.
Some students create or fix projects for their parents or grandparents.
I'm rebuilding a cattle feeder for my grandparents. I've been working on it for like 2 weeks now.
Other people do their projects for their farm or animals that they own.
We have 40 goats at home right now, and we already have one feeder, and we can't get, all the goats cannot get around this one feeder, so I have to build another one.
Students have to use their own creativity and math skills while working on their projects.
I think it's just really cool seeing what the kids come up with, because for the most part, I just say yes or no, and then they come up with what they want to do, and they make it happen.
For PTV, this is Carson Meidel.
Ho ho ho! Up next, we have little Aiden Shaw. See, I've noticed with him, he's becoming quite the baller. So let's get inside and see what we find. What a good little boy. He gets a candy cane. There you go. Ho ho ho! Up next, we've got Jackson Glendenning and his car, Terrence. Let's see if he's been a good boy or a bad boy. Oh no, looks like we can get inside. When taking a first look at Terrence, he's got Sonic on the ground, protein shakes. This one could be a bit of a toss-up. I think we're gonna have to give him a lump of coal. I gave out 2 candy canes prior. You have to make a even, you know? There you go, Mr. Glendenning. Hope you enjoy your coal and find some use. Just keep your car a little cleaner, and you'll be just fine. Oh ho ho! Now this one's the real test of whether they're naughty or nice. Let's dive inside. Ooh, leaving the old Panther bus unlocked. I think that's gonna be a lump of coal. Oh.
I know a few people in town who won't be getting a lump of coal in their stockings.
Why's that?
Because they help the town look festive with their Christmas lights and decorations, as you'll see in this next story.
From the lowliest manger to the snazziest snowman, Phillipsburg residents show their festivity in many ways. With over 12,000 lights, the Roberts family's award-winning display lights up the town.
I've been doing this. I've been married 40-some years, so I've always decorated my yard up with lights, even when I lived in Nebraska.
Colorful lights cover every inch of the Roberts property, much to the delight of local families.
I do it for the kids and my grandkids.
For fans of more traditional Christmas displays, local business owner and craftsman Ed Beach creates festive yard art.
We made the joy sign. It's a J and an O and a Y, and with Mary and the baby Jesus in the middle of the O.
Such pieces can be found across town, including at the homes of Ed's children.
Having a nativity made by my father is very sentimental, especially considering a few years ago we almost lost my father. So it's very meaningful to me.
In addition to handmade art, Ed and Marge Beach also collect antique nativities, with their collection once totaling over 85 scenes.
We put up a Christmas tree, of course, and she's got nativity sitting around, and even got Santa Claus here and an angel and Jesus.
For PTV, this is Christina Futh.
Are you a KU or K-State fan?
KU fan.
Your category will be pickup lines. Here's your first one.
I may be 14 on the court, but I'm number one in your heart.
Here's your second one.
I feel like I'm a snowflake when I'm with you, because I fall and melt for you.
And then here is your last one.
Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I've seen.
Of those 3 students, who's your first pick? Who's your number one?
Probably Eli.
Right on. Who's your second?
I would have to say, was that Seth or?
Mm-hmm. That was Seth. And then Dayton third?
Yes.
Why Eli first and why Dayton third?
Just a better pickup line.
All right. Thank you, Robin. Thank you for playing. Oh, well. You get one Pop-Tart out of there. Okay.
Wait, do we like get to throw it at each other?
You guys have 20 seconds to fully eat that. And if you win, if you win, you get the other Pop-Tart and you can eat it as slow or as fast as you want.
If I would have known this was it, I'm gonna look like. Okay, ready? Okay, if anyone records this.
3, 2, 1, go.
I'm joking. I can't.
Okay, you gotta swallow it all. Okay. You guys do lose, but since you did it anyway, you can have the other Pop-Tart if you guys want it. Would you guys like the other Pop-Tart?
Honestly, no.
Okay, would you, Sammy?
I'm full.
All right. Thank you for playing.
Who were you cheering for in the upcoming bowl games during Christmas break?
Go Cats, of course. Except I'm not sure what kind of team we'll have in the bowl with so many players entering the portal or going into the NFL draft.
Oh, that sounds pretty complicated. I'll just stick to cheering on our Panthers, as it's now time for our PTV Sports Update.
Hey Panther fans, it's time for our PTV Sports Updates. I'm Austin Leanna.
And I'm Dahl McGrath. The winter sports season has begun and our PHS athletes are competing well.
Earlier this week, our wrestling team hosted Trigo for a duel. Audrey Bellis was there to give us this recap.
Earlier this week, the Panther wrestling team continued their season with a duel at home against Trigo. Senior Patrick Driggs in weight class 120 starts off the night with a win by major decision. Following up after that win is sophomore Gavin Driggs, looking to keep the Panthers on track, getting a win by fall. Junior Seth Keaton in weight class 144 looks to slam down another win, getting a win by fall. Panthers pinned down another win as junior Cole Keaton dominates his match, getting a win by 5-4 decision. Senior Colton Doherty in weight class 157 takes to the mat, pinning his opponent in the first period and earning a win by fall. The Panthers dominated the night, winning all but 2 matches in their duel with Trigo.
I thought we competed really well for senior night. The seniors coming out and finishing, a home duel with a big bang, getting a big win. Big matches at 44 and 50 for us. Colton Doherty doing a great job at 57, getting that pin. So, I thought we wrestled really well tonight.
Well, I think all of our wrestlers matched up really well. The ones that did have matches tonight, I thought it went well.
The wrestlers still see ways to improve.
Me personally, I hope to improve on shots on my feet and defense on my feet.
For PTV, this is Audrey Bellis.
Our girls basketball team is also off to a good start.
After capturing second place at the Amos Morris tournament, they then defeated Ellis on the road.
And last Friday, they met up with another MCL team and they traveled to Plainville. James Crashar shows us how the game went.
This week, the Lady Panthers went down to Plainville to take on the Cardinals to improve their winning record. The Panthers put up big points early with a pass from Kayla Jacobs to Chloe Vanderveen for a 3. A steal from Carissa Keaton with a pass leads to an easy layup for Jacobs. A missed shot from Jenna Storrs is rebounded by Bryn Billings, which leads to an and 1. Vanderveen makes a pass to Jocelyn Billings for some easy points. The first quarter ends with the Panthers up 20-7. For the first points of the second quarter, Jacobs steals the ball and goes all the way back. Keaton steals the ball and passes it to Jacob for an easy 2 to extend the lead. Another Keaton to Jacobs connection goes in for another bucket to make the score 26-7. Savannah Moore gets his putback for another 2 points for the Panthers. They end the half up 32-9. To start the second half, Jacob passes to Billings, which she drains. Jacobs passes to Keaton, who switches to 3. Natalie Fisher passes to Tasha Calhoun, who sinks a 3. Chloe Jacobs gets this rebound shot in to end the quarter. The quarter ended with Phillipsburg up 53-14. Camry Chestnut steals it and goes down for a jump stop. Jacobs passes to Kalinda Miley for a 3 and the last score of the game. The Panthers beat the Cardinals 61-21. The team is proud of how they did tonight.
I think it went really well. I think our freshmen really developed in it, and I think overall our team did really well.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the girls and how they came out, and they were aggressive from the beginning, and we worked a little bit of full court defense and turned it into some easy offense, and then just the way they moved the ball on offense, I thought they didn't settle for the first side and really tried to work the ball to get a great shot.
The team felt like they grew from this game.
Yeah, I feel like I improved, especially from the last game. We did this new thing where I was in working porch, and I felt like I ran that spot really well, but I can always work on getting in there and rebounding.
For PTV, this is James Krausar.
Earlier this week, the Lady Panthers competed against a tough Beloit team. The Lady Panthers put up a good fight, but fell short with a score of 29-38.
Our boys team also battled hard against the state-ranked Beloit team. but lost with a score of 24-51.
Our boys team continues to improve, but have faced some really strong competition, as you'll see when we take a look back to how the boys did at Plainville.
The Phillipsburg Panthers headed to Plainville to face off against the Cardinals. To open up the game, Rad Rodriguez does a spin move to get this 2. To recover from the 3, Trace Hanchett finds Caden Seams down low for an easy bucket. After the rebound, Rodriguez takes it all the way back for a top-of-the-key 3. While Rodriguez drives to the basket, he sees Eli Skimper for this 3.
14, Phillipsburg 12.
To start the second quarter, Hanchett finds a high-low pass to Seams. After the pass from Seams, Hanchett goes around a couple of defenders for this tough layup. Rodriguez pump fakes for this shot on the elbow. By the end of the half, the Panthers were only down by 1. To get back on top, Seams has a tough shot over 2 defenders. Rodriguez finds Trey Carlson hiding behind defenders for this bucket.
At the end of the third quarter, with your score, Phillipsburg 32, Plainville 39.
To fight back, Tanner Hrenik drives to the basket for a 2. Carlson buries this 2-pointer. In the end, the Panthers lost 56-48. Players thought they played well, but needed to improve on many things.
We need to work harder, play better defense, otherwise play pretty good, limit the turnovers, but otherwise pretty good.
Despite the loss, the coach thought the players played hard.
Well, I thought we competed pretty hard for the most part. First half, we were just down 1 1/2, and Plainville had a good third quarter and got the lead. And we're a team that's kind of not really built to come back. We kind of got more size, and so man defense is kind of hard for us. And so then Plainville ended up pulling it out.
The Panthers are still looking for the chemistry the team needs.
Just want to work on our communication and having a leader out there.
That's what we just got so many new guys playing. We got a couple of sophomores that are trying to play some point guard for us and trying to learn, and we got a couple of seniors that hadn't played for a couple of years, and missing Rhett tonight too hurt us, and just feel like we haven't put the pieces together yet, and hopefully after the first of the year we'll be able to do that.
For PTV, this is Nathan Fisher. That's all the time that we have for sports. I'm Dylan McGrath.
And I'm Austin Leanna.
Go Panthers!
Ho, ho. Now, welcome back. We're going to take a look inside this Jeep. I think Miss Wenzel's Jeep. And let's take a look and see if she's been naughty or nice. Looks like when we get inside, we got some trash, a little more trash, and just a tad bit more trash. So for that, she's going to get a piece of coal. Ho, ho, ho. Up next, we've got the Willie J. Let's get inside and see if he's been naughty or nice. Oh my, look what we've got in here. We've got some Cosmic Brownie boxes, another Little Debbie snack case, but we do have some water and a basketball. Oh, and we found some Frisbees. I think we're gonna have to give him a piece of candy cane. I know it's dirty, but looks like he's trying to lose some of that unneeded sugar. There you go, Mr. Willie J. Oh, ho, ho. Looks like we've got another pickup on our hands. Let's take a look and see what Miss Runyon's got inside. This thing is pristine. She gets 2 candy canes. 1 and 2. Oh, ho, ho. Up next, we've got Michael Vanderveen. A good boy from what I've seen. Let's see if we can even get inside. And we can't. Mr. Michael Vanderveen gets a candy cane.
Before we conclude today's show, we have one more Christmas addiction to share with you. Take a look.
Growing up as a tall kid, I never had a feeling of being short. I never had a normal experience. I was always looked up to, and I always had to look down. Jordan, come play basketball on our team. The height would really help. Maybe I wanted to be a wrestler, but I couldn't. Too long of arms and legs. My mom always puts the elf on the shelf in the Christmas season. I hated that thing. Not because it rummages through your house at night, but the constant staring and no pulse. I was jealous. He's everything I wanted. Tiny, hard to find, and adorable. And me, the tall kid, what else is there to that? That's why I became Santa's little elf. I'm addicted to being an elf. The first stage of the addiction was actually helpful. I wrapped presents for my mom. I felt like an elf. Growing up, I never wanted to sit on Santa's lap and beg for presents. I asked for job applications. He always gave me the most confused look. The addiction became unbearable. It struck me at home and at school. I felt as if I succeeded at life. People began to think it was weird when I would just stand in corners and smile at them. Kids began to call their parents to get them out of school. I knew from there I had to do something.
Jordan, come back! You need help!
But I couldn't. This was the only time in my life I felt like I had a purpose. Being Santa's little elf is who I am. One day, I thought all my dreams were gonna come crumbling down. They may have tried to take me and get rid of me, but I will always be Santa's little elf.
This just in. Apparently the Grinch has been spotted in the halls of PHS.
Let's find out.
All units, Grinch has been spotted in the area. Keep an eye open and stay frosty. Grinch has been spotted in the middle of the field. Operation Jolly is a go.
Bad reindeer! Bad reindeer! Bad reindeer!
That one deserves cold. What do you guys think of our Grinch? What do you guys think of our heroes? Yeah! Get him out of here!
That wraps up this episode of PTV. We wish you all a Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
I'm Leighton Johnson.
And I'm James Krausar.
Stay classy, Phillipsburg High.